Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a new one. Wow. Didn't realize this would come here. I thought it'd be like smaller market and stuff like that. And so this is Rochefort. Have I ever reviewed anything from Rochefort? Well, I did a video with Rochefort 10, St. Bernard's 12, and the small. And oh wow, I don't know if you guys see that. The chunkies in here are absolutely ginormous. Like, I don't know, you guys can see that, right? That's huge. I guess it was sitting on the shelf for a minute. Then again, how do we read this guy? So it's Best Buy, August 2023. Oh wow, has this been sitting on the shelf since August? There's no way, right? Because we're in July now. I mean, it must have taken a while to send here, but anyway, I was rolling it because I wanted to. I mean, when I picked up this bottle, it was completely clear. Like it was, so now I see some haze in there. I want it to be integrated. I want all the good stuff in there. This is their like take on triple, 8%. They have not brewed a new beer in like decades. I mean, obviously you guys know. Ooh, okay, so rolling that bottle was interesting. You get the 6, 8, and the 10. So they do like a double. I guess they do Belgian dark strong at 8 and 10, not percentage wise, but that's what they call it, 8 and a 10. But yeah, triple. Rochefort doing a triple. That's really cool. Really cool to see. I mean, any kind of quote unquote innovation or cool stuff from Trappers breweries. Most of them do, or a good amount of them do triples, but I guess this one is one of them. So they're trying out a triple. The chutneys are definitely still there, not as like chunky, like big. They were like this big. Now they're like, integrated into the glass quite well. Wonderful, fluffy whitehead. I mean, I couldn't pour it any lighter. I already have it cold. Beautiful whitehead. Beer comes in I mean, it's not ugly beer, honestly. A little chunkies, but yeah. Beer comes in a medium gold color. Let's go with medium gold, medium deep gold color, actually. Quite hazy, obviously. I roused it up quite nicely. Wonderful, lasting whitehead. I already have lace on there, right? You see that lace right here, just from pouring it. Yeah, it smells pretty good. I mean, it's Belgian. It's like stewed sweet, like apples. You get like what is it called? Bijou, pear. Same kind of ester that you get like what is it? The palm fruit ester. I'm talking to someone that's trying to be an advanced restaurant. Anyway, I just did 2 long days at work, and I did 2 or yeah, I've been crushed last 2 days. So this is everybody's asleep, and I'm trying to do a review for you guys. It's been a long day, so a little bit spicy. I get like a little bit of like I get crisp apple now. Now I smell it like green tart apple along with some like really nice kind of sweet pear notes. I get honeycomb, kind of light, kind of biscuity, kind of like cereal note. It smells quite nice. A little bit zesty too. I get a little bit of like lemon. It smells nice. Great. Great temperature. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So I would have hard time blind on this guy. I tend to find the triples a little bit sweeter, especially something like I'm familiar with, like something like La Fin du Monde. Then again, I haven't had a West Malt triple in a minute. Like these are styles I will be. You guys will see the videos. I will be crushing a lot of the classic styles soon in preparation for September. Prevents us from tasting. Wow, really nice and dry, super drinkable, digestible, as they call it, right? Up front, spicy, fruity, right? It really tastes like a fruit salad. Like I get light kind of orangey note, a little bit of like sweet lemon, a little bit of zestiness coming in. Definitely all the palm fruits, like we're talking about, like again, some of that like stewed apple note, a little bit in there. Fresh green apple as well. Complexity of like sweet and tart pears, really fleshy, like pear and apple notes are like very dominant on this beer. Definitely some honey notes in here, light biscuity tone. The beer has a noticeable bitterness too. Vesmal Fresh has like really, from what I understand, I've had that beer like fresh in Belgium, but that beer specifically is supposed to have a almost out of character, kind of like noticeably kind of a bitter note, even though that beer is like the classic triple. The carbonation is like 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 noticeable. It's like throwing itself at you. It almost drinks a little bit like, with all those notes of like palm fruit, like apple and pear. This I honestly would have, like, if I had the 50-50, I would have guessed this was a Belgian Golden Dark Strong, or sorry, Belgian Golden Strong Ale. So like these are styles that they're not going to do to you, even at Master Artisanal level. They're not going to throw them at you because they're just like so freaking similar. The SRMs are so similar. IBU, ABV range. The one distinctive one would be Duvel, which is so distinctive. This one you can actually pour out of the bottle without it like exploding out of the glass. Duvel's a lot more crisp, obviously like clear compared to this guy. So even that beer bottle condition just doesn't have that like thick haze, and also it's a way darker beer. Like this beer is solid, medium plus to deep gold color. Really nice and tasty though. Like, I don't drink enough of these Belgians, but triple definitely. Wow. I mean, that's the goal. It doesn't have ton. I mean, I describe a lot of character, but then as I drink it, like, oh wow, it's really drinkable. And like, shoot, on camera, I just drank, I want to say half the bottle already. Like, that wasn't even like my goal. Just like, it's just super drinkable. Granted, I'm trying to enjoy myself because, like, you know, long few days. That's super tasty. Yeah. The funny thing with Belgian beers, you sometimes get like a lot of kind of like isoamyl acetate character. There's a little hint of banana driving here, but not super dominant. As it warms up, I maybe get a little bit more. The malt is still pretty pulled back. Pretty tight beer. As you drink more, the booze is definitely noticeable. I mean, it's 8% beer. I have it nice and warmed up. Like, for some reason, I guess I have my beer fridge set at like a beer temperature, like solid beer review temperature versus like, you know, other sodas and everything. So like, yeah, whatever. So it's backed up as a soda fridge too, at like not crisp cold soda temperatures, like just regular cold fridge temperature. So quite nice. Well, tasty. As you drink it more, the malt is definitely more noticeable. It's like, again, honeycomb and biscuit and like this kind of like sweet cereal note. I get this kind of like almost like not sugary as Frosted Flakes, but almost that kind of like corny. No corn here, obviously. So, excuse me, but there's a noticeable like cereal bumped up with sugar kind of flavor to it. Great way for tasting, by the way. Eat all the cereals, because all those like grains and how they modify it are sort of like ways that like malt is modified for beer. So there you go. Another little tip. Super tasty stuff. Again, with Belgian beer, it's like you want to repair this. Like, what are you gonna do? Drink an 8% beer like this? Like, it's not one of those where it's like, oh man, I want to drink this by itself. Like, it's one of those where like you want to put it on food. You just want to enjoy it with something else. Like, there's only so much character to it. The effervescence like pushes for like for like quaffability. Like, it's looking for quaffability of something to like contrast with how quaffable it is at its percentage. Like sludgy, big, hop bomb, sweet, like thick kind of hazy IPAs are like something where you're just like, all right, I'm just gonna enjoy it for like its chewiness and like all the intensity. There's only so much intensity here. Well, not in a bad way. Like there's definitely a good amount of intensity, but it's like so dry. That's the other thing I mentioned. It's like got a like solid like carbonation, fluffiness, and dryness to it, right? Yeah, I mean, literally, I'm almost done with the bottle in a review. Tasty stuff. Is it repeatable? Yeah, I mean, again, this is a great table beer. This is, or not table beer in the sense of like, hey, I'm gonna sit around and drink a ton of this, but like, it's a great like meal beer. It's a meal beer. There you go. Pairs Belgian beers. Like I don't even describe it to you. Like you're gonna have anything with any amount of fat to it, any amount of acidity maybe, but like salinity. So like something salty, fat, grain based, something with like pasta, rice, or like bread. It's just gonna pair great with everything. So chicken, pork, fantastic. What do I want to have with this right now? I haven't had dinner yet. I would enjoy this with chicken tikka masala. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, that'd be great. What else would I have with this? Carbonation, phenolics, a lot of fruitiness going on. Hell, I'd be curious with this with some fried chicken. I'm curious. Yeah. Hell, I should do some of that for you guys. But fantastic stuff. Rochefort, decades, new recipe, triple. Recommended. I'm curious if this would be my favorite. Again, I haven't had. You guys see me in the channel. If I don't drink it on the channel, I probably don't drink it outside of you guys seeing me. Like almost all the beer drinking I do is with you guys. So 90. Let's go with Rochefort triple extra. They call it extra, triple extra. I don't know why it's extra. Why can't they call it triple? And the weird thing is they call it triple, like how we spell it, without the tripel, like how people pronounce it sometimes, with the P-E-L. 8%, super tasty, bottle conditioned, a little messy of a beer, not very pretty, but very tasty, and it's one of the sharpest. Until next time, guys, cheers.